So that's why. In fact,
he's been here before he got.
So I had a baseball bat. Anyway, you can imagine a baseball bat. If you stayed on the outside of it, at the end of it, that's where all the power is, right? Same goes for a big haymaker punch. Way out here is where you don't want to be. So you want to shoot in. Doing this, exploding into the person, takes away his ability to use, if it's a big weapon, or like a tire iron or whatever, or even a big punch. If I'm inside of it, it's a lot tougher for you to generate power here. Very few people are really good at punching really close in. Unless they're a trained boxer or a really well-trained martial artist. Most guys, they throw these big haymakers like this. They're not very good at generating power right inside like this. So it gets empty-handed. If you can get right in like this, you're doing pretty good. Now you can use things that you've thought about, like eye gouges and headbutts and groin strikes, things like that. Ear biting, things like that. That don't take a whole lot of strength. You got a big guy who's bigger than you. A lot of times the safest place to be is really close to him. Blades change a lot. My daughters all carry a nice little folder or nice little fixed blade right here where I carry mine. This changes everything. It's a big difference in power, equalizing things. So if I've got a blade on me, I want to be close. Be right in the side of the person. So anyway, whether you're armed or not, when someone's coming at you, you don't know what's going on, having a good built-in reflexive response is a good idea. And some guys use what they call like the Dracula cape, that's what they call it. It's just doing this. So the same thing, I protect my knockout zones, and they drive that elbow into the person and getting in close. That's their first reflexive action. And then after that, then they can, do whatever they're going to do. I like this one better. This is, personal preference. Some guys like to do this one here. They throw this up like this. Same thing. It's a spear elbow into the other person, into the chest or face or whatever. Main thing is you're blocking off. Most people are right-handed. So you can throw a haymaker punch. I throw that up. It blocks off that whole side. If it's a knife, same thing. I'll get cut, but better to get cut there than on the neck. So just having one thing you throw out for anything that comes at you is a good idea. Initial response. If it's a low strike, like coming towards my gut, like a single hand, you should assume that anything low is a blade. You really should. Because most guys are headhunters, most guys are trying to knock you out. So if you see something coming in low, like say I feel someone walking over here and I go like that, and I see his hands low, I can take this same thing, go to my stomach, and I can turn it into a low intercept, okay? And I want to intercept on the arm, not trying to catch the wrist all by itself, making it right here, both together. And if I do see a blade, then I can figure out what I'm going to do about that. Then I might try to go for, locking this up really tight, not letting go of it. And I want to try to do something to him as fast as I can, though, to disrupt him. Because he'll be trying to take that other hand, and maybe he might pull another weapon, or he's trying to knock me out. But really, if you get it right here, this is really difficult for him to knock me out. Sure, he could do those things like that, but I got my hands here, and while he's trying to knock me out, because most guys are trying to punch you, I'm going to put my fingers in his eyes. Or if he's blocking that, I'm going to be biting him, headbutting, things like that. So, and if I got a blade over here, then I can go for a disarm. I can try to get his knife out. Maybe I could do that. Main thing is don't get stabbed. So if it's low, you can take this. That's why I kind of like this. If I feel something there, I turn like that, and then it's low, I can drop it down into here. Kind of the same thing, coming into here. Using my forearm, catching that arm, trying to ride up here and above his elbow. That's what I want, to control it. So try that. Just kind of hair off, pick apart and hair off.
What's the best thing to take to an eye blade?
Anyway, just practice doing that real quick. Just in front of your own face. Like that.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back.
So you got to lean forward though.
Yeah. He's carrying the space.
It's like you're pushing a refrigerator. You want to lean into it. Okay? You don't want to lean back. You want to lean into it.
So that's something coming up.
There you go. Crash in. Because he's thinking he's going to be able to knock you out.
Lean it like you're push something. Cover up your vital area. This right here is the vital area.
Right there.
Yeah. Cover it up. Push. So somebody has to try to grab me.
You shoot in.
Exactly. Or throw a punch at me. I'll show you.
Try that, guys. jump in on it.
Yeah, he's saying put it like this and then you go down, up.
That's the slow. Put it out in front. Jump in. You gotta jump in.
Okay, let's switch up here. Okay, come on. Looking at ball. Baseball bat, come at me.
You guys gonna throw a punch at you? Shoot right in.
Yeah? Okay. Or throw a punch at me.
Chin down. Hands up.
So you, yeah, I blew it. So I have a knife in my hand. I'm going to come exactly. So I got a knife. Which hand am I going to use? You go for the drop target. What if I had two knives? Now I got a problem. Exactly. Or I come behind you. Exactly. Cushion. I'm when he's saying it. Yeah, well, you probably.
Okay, so I'm going to throw something at you and we're going to do the exact same thing.
Blows their plate. Good job, guys.